Sam Abdelgadir is on trial for allegedly kidnapping a 14-year-old boy who had just left his Driftwood Avenue home for school around 8:30 a.m. on March 4th, 2020. The Crown says the abduction was retribution towards the teen's half-brother for stealing nearly $4 million in cocaine from drug traffickers.
It was in the summer of 2019 that this occurred, and I can tell you it's in the area of 100 kilos, which is approximately $4 million.
According to an agreed statement of facts, two men dragged the grade 9 student into a black Jeep Wrangler outside 345 Driftwood Avenue as he was walking towards the parking lot of the building where his father was parked. The teen was taken in the Jeep in convoy with a black Tahoe and a white Mercedes SUV to this home in Brampton, where he was blindfolded, his wrists zip-tied, and feet tied with a red rope as he was held in a boiler room in the basement. The boy's parents had yet to report their son missing because his father assumed he had taken the bus to school. The school failed to notify the family that the boy was absent. The kidnappers asked the boy for his cell phone password and asked him how he communicated with his half-brother. He told them via Snapchat. The kidnappers then told the boy that he had been abducted because his half-brother had done something wrong to them. His half-brother then called his mother and said he'd received a message on Snapchat saying, "Give up what you stole and everything will be okay." The family then called police and reported the teen missing. Around 10 p.m., the burnt-out Jeep was found at the Forks of the Credit Provincial Park, and by midnight, an Amber Alert was issued. The following night around 10 p.m., about 38 hours after being abducted, the boy was discovered in the barn of this property in Brampton. He was in his underwear and a construction vest and did not have shoes on. Police charged 5 men in connection with the kidnapping, including Hamed Shahnawaz, who has already pleaded guilty to stealing the Jeep and setting it ablaze. His kidnapping charge was withdrawn. Shahnawaz, a former drug dealer, testified Friday he met Abdelgadir in jail in 2015. He testified Abdelgadir set him up with his associates who would call him to burn cars as an insurance scam. He said he knew nothing about the abduction until that night when the Amber Alert went off and realized it was the Jeep he had just set on fire. A third accused has also pleaded guilty to setting the Jeep on fire and will take the stand. The Crown stayed the charges against a fourth accused in 2020, and a fifth had his charges withdrawn before he was murdered. The trial against Sam Abdelgadir continues. Catherine McDonald, Global News.